All right, it is officially race day. It's 8 o'clock. I'm about to head to the Anaheim Convention Center to complete my first Deka fit. So, just going through my check, making sure I got everything I need. Water, wallet, registration, energy, pre-race supplements. I think I am good. And if you can't tell, I'm in my truck by myself because today I'm going to be completing my first ever event, whether it be a Spartan race, a Deka, with no support crew. So I know a couple of you guys were asking like, hey, what do you do if you don't have anybody there to support you, since you know, obviously like doing it for that? Well, I'm going to be able to answer that question because I have no wife, no daughter, and no parents tagging along for this. And it is probably the coolest event I've done so far. So we're gonna see how it goes, but everything happens for a reason. It says I'll be there in about an hour and 17 minutes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this full day vlog of my first ever Deka fit in Southern California at the Anaheim Convention Center. Let's make it happen. So we officially made it. I don't know why I'm saying we when I'm flying solo, but 9:15, no traffic on the freeway, which is surprising in Southern California because there's traffic everywhere. About to park. I gotta pee, and then I'm gonna eat my protein meal, carb up a little bit, and then check in and kind of get a feel for the convention center. And then probably start loosening up. And obviously I want to see kind of what the whole venue looks like. But it's at the convention center, which is pretty legit. Okay, dude, you're taking forever, bro. What is your deal? It's not that hard. 20 bucks for parking, bro. This is what happens when you're impatient. I switched lines, and now this line's taking a long time. And the line I was in is going fast. So it's official. I am officially lost. I have no clue which hall I'm in, and I'm trying to look for people in gym shoes or spandex to try and follow to this event. There's like 15 halls here. There's Hall B. Someone asked me if I'm here for the mindfulness event. Someone asked me here if I'm for the dance competition. I see people in costumes. Don't see anybody that looks like they're about to go do something. So I'm on a hunt to find where I'm supposed to go. So stay tuned. All right, so we're checked in. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Venue is absolutely legit. I'm checked in. It is currently 10:04, so I'm gonna start warming up, loosen up, start sipping on my pre-workout. This is the venue behind me. You guys can kind of see it. What's legit is you can literally stand right next to every station and see how people are doing it, which is kind of cool because I'm getting some tips from like people that are extremely fit. Some dude got first in today's race, and his first he broke a record. They called it a Roger Bannister moment, and he ran the entire course, so 3 miles, all 10 stations, in less than 30 minutes. It was like 29 something. And then the female winner, she did it in, I think, a sub 32. So that's insane. These people are freaking robots. But it's hands down the coolest event that I've ever actually been to. And that's probably in regards to, again, I haven't done it yet, but just speaking prior to running, I think this is cooler. I'm gonna just throw it out there, to be honest, than any Spartan venue I've been to. But this Deka is legit. I'm actually super bummed that they only have a few of these a year. But I'm definitely coming back next year. So I'm gonna loosen up for this thing so I don't pull a hammy. And hopefully I don't get injured. Go time. Alright, so I'm officially a Deka finisher. Just finished the race. My overall time was a 44:52 or something. I'll put it on the screen. I could easily say this is my favorite race I've ever done in my life. This race is awesome. Out of all the Dekas, it's hands down the funnest. And I think the reason why is because there's more running. The Deka's strong, there's no running, so it's just an all-out sprint. Then you're gassed afterwards. The Deka mile's cool, but it's not, I feel like, right when you start to get in groove of running, you have to do another station. The Deka Fit, why it's awesome, is you do 2 laps. So you run 1 lap and then you run another lap. By the end of the first lap, you start feeling like good. All the lactic acid's out and you're like ready to run. So you're able to pick up a better speed. So I'm bummed because they don't have more of these. I mean, the next one is, I think, in 2 weeks in NorCal. But good Lord, this race was awesome. Like, I'm definitely going to do the one next year. I talked to a buddy who actually might try to put one of these on in August. If he does, I am definitely going to sign up for this. So if you guys are on the fence about doing a Deka Fit, I would highly encourage you to fall over the fence and just go all out. Even if it's your first time, maybe just sign up for the team Deka Fit. But anyways, I'm going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to film one of my buddies, get him some content. And then I'm going to head home, probably stop and get some food. But all in all, Deka Fit is hands down the funnest event I've ever done. Out of all the Spartan races and the Dekas, Deka Fit takes the gold. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm on my way home. I left the event, but I'm starving, so I had to stop, get some food. I went to one of my old favorites. Good old Jack in the Box. I know you're probably like, how do you eat that garbage, Bryce? After you just did a Deka, you should be fit. I'm gonna show you how I eat it. I eat it like this. This is a curly and some ranch. Muy bueno. I'm a firm believer of balance. I don't eat like this pretty much ever. Sometimes once a week. And Cassie's not a fan of Jack, but they got this new smash burger that is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Just goodness right there. And I know it's good because when I did my last Deka event with my dad, we went to Jack. It was bueno. I'm a firm believer that you need to enjoy life. You need to work hard. When you work hard and you do something and you meet a goal, you should reward yourself. And if you know me in person or you've been following the channel, you know I absolutely love food. So, some people reward themselves with like buying stuff or going places. I reward myself with food I like. And I personally love Jack in the Box curly fries. Fun fact, I used to get Jack in the Box Ultimate Cheeseburger before every football game when I was in high school. Looking back, probably not the most effective pregame meal. But it made me happy. And I got a thing of these like chicken things. Loaded chicken. I think everything's better when it's loaded. Loaded fries. Loaded potatoes. Loaded pancakes. A little hot. But the real reason I got off on this exit is I did my research, and I know there's somewhere around here that I want you guys to partake in. It's a good burger. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna go bring you to this other place that I'm very excited about. And I will show you guys the real reason why I do these Deka Fit or any competition. Or my whole reason for working out. How about that? So I'm going to enjoy this. But stay tuned because you're going to want to see what's next on the agenda. What's a mochi?
Those are your mochis. It's a different dough. It's made with rice flour. So it's like softer, chewier.
Oh goodness. Alright, I'll get a Nutella mochi. And then I will get a churro mochi. You don't understand, I love donuts, so this is like extreme for me right now. I'm gonna go this bad boy right here. That one. And then, oh my gosh, you have 2 Nutellas? Alright, I'll get, what is this one?
Biscuit.
What's,
Like it's like a butter cookie.
I'll take one of those bad boys.
It's pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get this guy, the Oreo cheesecake. That's 6. I don't know if I want to do it. I know I want to. I don't know if I should though. I think what I'll do is I'll try the cookies and cream. Yep. I got to get the rainbow cloud for my daughter. I'm a big fan of churros, so I got to try this one. And I think that might be it. That might be it. Yes. I don't think you guys understand how excited I am right now. First of all, Adeline's gonna love me forever when she sees this donut I got her. This one is literally called the Unicorn Donut. So when I get home, Adeline's gonna have that. And she'll just love me even more. I don't know which one to try first. I got a churro one. I got like 4 Nutella ones. I got a couple funnel cakes. Like, look at this one. This one's called a mochi. What the heck is a mochi? I don't know. Tell you what, I'm about that mochi life. This is, oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is. That's a funnel cake mochi. Look at this one. Look at this beauty. All right, look at that. Nutella, baby. I got a s'mores one. I got a nut. I don't know. I may not even go home. I might just eat all these donuts right now. All right, so now we're jumping ahead. Today is actually the Saturday after my Deka Fit event. The reason why I'm filming the recap a couple days later is because I was waiting to get the actual shots from the Deka Fit event, and they are legit. They took a lot of pictures, so I obviously wanted to give you guys some content from the actual, I guess, content of me actually doing the event due to the fact I had no one there to film me. And then I'm going to also kind of recap the entire day, the entire event, my takeaways, things I would do different, and all of that stuff that I always do in all my videos after my event. So now let's jump into it. So I did purchase the actual pictures that you can get from the Deka event, because after the event you can look at the pictures. If you want to purchase them, you can. So I purchased a couple of them. So I'll kind of put those up on the screen as we go through. Recapping the event, like I said previously in the video, the event was hands down my favorite event, and it's been a week since then, and I could still easily say that. Like I said in the video, I am very bummed that they only have 2 of those in California a year. I'm hoping that it gains traction and they start doing it more. However, it is what it is. My tips taken away, like I said, I wish when it came to the start, the way it worked is you would run an actual loop. So you start, you run a loop, and then you run another loop, and then you go to station 1, and you repeat that process. So as you leave station 1, you run out, you pass station 2, you run back around, and then you go into station 2, and you go all the way through the 10 stations. Like I said, it was cool because every time you came in a station, it was very organized, and they basically just told you, hey, grab a spot, right? Grab a box, grab a rower, grab a skier, whatever it is, and you just do your thing. And then as soon as you're done, they basically check, make sure you hit the calories, make sure you hit the distance, whatever it is, reps, and then you run again. My biggest takeaway from it, I wish I would have pushed myself a little bit harder on my second lap. Like I said, when you come out of the event or the station, so say you come out of the box step overs or the rower or whatever, as soon as you come out, your body's pretty fatigued and you have a lot of lactic acid buildup. So that first lap, you're kind of just getting all of that out. By the time you finish your first lap though, and this is what I was saying why I like this one more than the Deka Mile. The Deka Mile, you pretty much do one lap and then you have to jump back into another station. What I liked about the Fit is by the time you finish that first lap, you got all the lactic acid out. And I wish I would have pushed it, like kind of picked up my speed. I think I was in zone 2 the entire time, which again, I'm not pushing myself in zone 2. I wish I would have pushed it a little bit harder, and then that way when I came into the next event, kind of take it down to zone 2 for the actual, exercise, and then do it again. Because I realized that probably by like zone 8, but that by the second lap, I was feeling better to the point where I wish I would have pushed it. So that's my biggest takeaway. If you're going to do a Deka Fit, when it comes to that second lap, I would kind of shoot for zone 3, zone 4, and actually push it. Because like I said, this was the actual first event that I've ever done that, like, I did the burpees unbroken, I did the box step overs unbroken, I pretty much did every exercise unbroken. And as for the first time doing the sit-ups where you actually had to throw it up to a target, I think I like those more. I was a little bit slower than just the traditional sit-ups that I've done in the strongs and then the miles. And then as for the wall ball overs, doing it side to side was a little bit different. So I think I might actually like the over the shoulder that you do for the strong and the mile. But that's pretty much the only difference, obviously, from the strong and the mile to the Fit. And that's pretty much my biggest recaps of it. Like I said, if I was to do it again, I would obviously, or when I do it again, I will obviously just push it. It's the first event that I've gotten out of, and like I said, I've had no soreness or anything the days after. I felt good. My legs were a little bit sore, but I was no like tweaks. Like when I got done with the Spartan Trifecta weekend, I was pretty beat up for a while. My shoulders are barely starting to feel a little bit better.
I really feel like I could probably do another one of these events like next weekend. So all in all, I felt the healthiest after one of these. What I really liked about this is I liked the fact that you can see the categories of people there. I saw a lot of different walks of life there. I saw obviously a lot of fit people. I saw a lot of people that were obviously probably stepping out of their comfort zone. There was people in the 60 to 65 age group. Actually, one of them beat my time. That's how legit this person was. I don't know who he was, but on the actual like leaderboard, he was in the 60 to 65, and I want to say he did it like 2 minutes faster than me or something like that. Cassie was like, well, isn't the weight lighter? The weight is lighter, but at the end of the day, if you're 60 to 65 and you're out there doing a Deka fit, like, I salute you. Hats off to you. There was also, I think, 2 people, maybe. There was one for sure because he came up on the leaderboard, or they came up on the leaderboard, 70 to 75. And then I also saw an actual pregnant lady doing this. I don't know how far along she was, but she was definitely pregnant. So it was just cool. Like I said, it was a super fun event. My only regret is obviously that my family, Cassie and Adeline, weren't there, but you know, it's part of life. Now I told them they better be there for the next year because next year is going to be legit. And that's about it. So if you guys are thinking about doing the Dekas, I would highly encourage you to do them. They're super fun. It's a different style event. And then if you can do the fit, if it's around you, if you're not from California, and there's, you know, one coming up in your state, highly recommend you sign up for it. As for what is next, so that was technically my second trifecta of the year. So I'm super excited. I checked that box off my goal. As for what's next, May 19th, I will be competing in the High Rocks. I've never done a High Rocks. If you aren't familiar with High Rocks, basically the same concept, except for there's only 8 stations. Each station is a little bit more intense. For instance, it's not 500 meters on the row or the ski erg. It's 1,000 meters on the ski erg and the row. And I can't remember the other 8 stations. I know there's burpee broad jumps. I know there's farmer's carries. I know there's a sled push, a sled pull, and then wall balls. Again, there's only 8 stations, but in between each station, you're also running 1,000 meters. So it's going to add up to, I think, a total of 5 miles, 8 events. And like I said, that's on May 19th. So that is what I'm currently training for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, for the next 3 weeks. So gonna have to lock it in. I don't think my weight will be where I'm at, but as for how I looked and felt at the event, the Deka fit, I actually felt pretty good. So if I had come in at about 203 for the High Rocks, I'd be cool with that. But that's about it for this video. Like I said, it was a Deka fit, my first ever. Super excited with it, and I'm excited to do the High Rocks in 3 weeks, which my training starts for last week. It started the day after. Gotta get my cardio up, gotta get my running up. And that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, like it. Obviously, it helps me out. If you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask, comment below. I always respond to all my comments. And then if you're new to the channel and you like this content and you want to see more of it, or if you are curious just to follow along with my High Rocks, and then I already think I know what my next event is, which I'll be letting you guys know that after my High Rocks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because you'll see all this type of content. And then you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I will catch you guys in the next one.